who is eligible or who's fit to get into a BIFS career.
So we are per se not looking at some prerequisite in the terms of having very core accounting or finance related information.
What are the kind of career opportunities we can have if we do a niche MBA program?
To specify that was the objective of the BIFS program. That is the sort of vision that GIM had and the initiators of the program had in their minds, wherein they wanted to provide a
Hi everyone, welcome on board. This is Anisha here today in conversation with Achal ma'am from Goa Institute of Management. Thank you so much ma'am for making time for us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Anisha.
Lovely. So ma'am currently is coming from the GIM BIFS program, which a lot of you guys have been asking this question, what is the focus of some an industry like this, or what are the kind of career opportunities we can have if we do a niche MBA program. So why don't we ask ma'am this question, and before that ma'am would love to know more about your journey till GIM.
Okay, so hi everyone. I am Dr. Achal Singh. I am currently working at Goa Institute of Management as an assistant professor in the area of accounting and finance, and I am more specifically mapped to the banking, insurance, and financial services, which is the BIFS program Anisha ji was talking about right now. I have been here at Goa Institute of Management for the past 1.5 years. Before that, I have experiences working with different institution setups, both in the university and as well as standalone institution. Talking about my PhD work and about my areas of specialization. So I have a PhD in finance and accounting from Institute of Management, Nirma University, Ahmedabad, wherein I work with the sustainability reporting practices of the corporate sector and how does it affect the firm performance. So as my area of specialization, I take up subjects both in the core financial reporting and financial analysis, as well as domains or courses related to the sustainability reporting practices of the companies as well.
Lovely, that's really interesting. So, ma'am, since this talks about like banking, insurance, and financial sectors, that kind of doesn't open up a lot of opportunities. Like today, there's so much happening in fintech and the entire banking industry. So, what do you think is the scope of this entire industry or the sector if we were to talk about?
Okay, so great question, Anisha. In that case, I would like to specify that was the objective of the BIFS program when it was started some 4 years back. That is the sort of vision that GIM had and the initiators of the program had in their minds, wherein they wanted to provide a niche platform wherein the people who are looking for an MBA degree or for a PhD degree who are looking for their careers in the corporate sector would have that sort of specialization only and solely in the core banking and financial services sector. So when we say that we offer a course or we offer a program in the BIFS or the banking, insurance, and financial services sector, we do not target only the banking sector, the financial services, or the insurance sector. We follow a wide variety of finance specific companies wherein the students get opportunities to work as interns, live projects, and also for their final placements as well, thereby giving a holistic picture not only from the academic side of it, the things that you learn during discussions or using different pedagogical tools in the classroom, but also gain hands-on experience by working with the experts and the professionals in the domain of finance. So we have opportunities for students. I mean, once you're done with the BIFS program, the 2-year program, you have the opportunity of getting into the financial analyst field, wherein we have research analyst or the equity analyst to be specific about it. Then you have an array of business consulting roles. So opportunities coming in to be business consultant, to be equity consultants, to work with institutions like RBI, Reserve Bank of India as well. Apart from that, you have the big four, obviously, your KPMG, Deloitte, EY, and all these companies hiring audit managers. So a lot of roles that we get for our BIFS students are for the field of audit managers as well. And apart from that, if you want to get into the core banking field as well, you can sort of write as a branch manager, and then you can climb the ladder up to whatever. I mean, sky is the limit in that case. So whatever is your ambition, we do give you the platform via the BIFS program to scale up to those levels.
Lovely. So that's pretty interesting that you have such a diverse opportunity segment which we can look at. Ma'am, if we were to look at, who is eligible or who's fit to get into a BIFS career? Like, like for example, I was an engineer. So do you think it's equally lucrative for engineers, or is it specific for people coming in from a background in finance?
See, so the way the BIFS program has been tailored, so we are per se not looking at some prerequisite in the terms of having very core accounting or finance related information.
Okay.
So if you say, for instance, you say that you are from an engineering background, and if you look at yourself getting into a financial analyst position once you're done with your PGDM degree, BIFS is a program to go in for. There is absolutely no prerequisite criteria that you need to be from a commerce or a BBA or a management background to get into a BIFS program. All that you need from your graduation is 50% aggregate in your bachelor's degree. So it could be via BTech, it could be via BCA, it could be via your BCom, BBA, any stream that you did your graduation in, you need at least 50% in aggregate of the 3 or the 4 years degree that you did. Apart from that, you need to qualify at least one of the entrance exams, which is your CAT, your ZAT, or your GMAT. So for the upcoming batch, I mean, we are starting with the admission process for the 2025 batch. You will have to take ZAT for the 2025, CAT the 2024, which just happened in the month of November. And for GMAT, the eligibility is from 1st of January 2023 till 15th of January 2025. So whoever candidate has qualified GMAT within this duration, they are eligible to appear for they are more than willing to apply for the admission process.
Lovely. That's pretty interesting. So basically, I just need to have an interest in this sector while I'm applying for it. I don't need to have a background in the same. Ma'am, if anything, we could specifically suggest, like if the students have applied and are preparing for the upcoming interviews, what kind of questions can the panelists ask them to check whether are they fit for the BIFS program?
See, as Anisha ji, I was initially mentioning that we do not look for explicitly finance related information. Obviously, you need to have some sort of basic understanding of why do you want to get into the program. So for the people who come specifically from the BCom or the BBA background, from the commerce or the management domains, they have an understanding of how the institutions work in the case of financial upbringings. But for the people who come from either a BTech background or a BCA background, I'm not sure whether they would have studied any finance related subjects in their graduation. In that case, your rationale of going in for a BIFS program is the thing that we look for. So if you're preparing for an interview for the BIFS program, make sure that your rationale is very strong. Because in that case, when you are there in the classroom and when you are studying subjects related to finance, the BTech students do tend to face that issues and we are not able to understand this thing. And we were not sure whether we are fit for the BIFS program or not. We as faculty cannot ensure whether you are fit for the BIFS program or not. That is something that you will have to take up irrespective of which domain you are in.
Lovely. That's interesting. Great. Ma'am, any parting thoughts for all the students who are applying for GIM, who are sitting in for these interviews? What should be taken ahead?
Okay, so I mean, preparing for the interviews and all the entrance exam is one part of it. Not to get disheartened would be my advice in that case, because I've seen a lot of candidates coming in for the interviews, not only for the BIS program, for other domains as well. And if they by chance do not make the cut to get selected for the program, they sort of get disheartened. So that is one piece of advice that I would like to give. Be very confident with whatever information you're putting forward in front of the interviewers. Because we tend to grill, I mean, I've conducted a lot of admission interviews in my years of experience. We tend to grill the people a lot, not only on the basis of the information that you are presenting, but also about getting to know you better, because ultimately we would be the people who will be there in the classroom teaching you. So the better we know you before you step into the institution, the better it would be for us to, sort of align a pedagogical tools to your understanding so that you get the most out of whatever we are trying to teach. And the third would be, do not look at the BIFS program as just a stepping platform into the corporate world. Definitely it is there, the stepping platform into the corporate world. Try and get the holistic picture out of Goa Institute of Management. So for the people who would have visited the website or the brochure of Goa Institute of Management, you would have seen the amazing campus that we have here. one thing which many of you probably would not know, that we are pioneers in the domain of sustainability as well. So any sustainability practices that you see other institutions adopting, GIM is sort of the pioneer, and we take a lot of liberty and pride and saying that these some of the activities and some
Yeah.
of the initiatives were started by GIM, which again got adopted by many of the institutions. So we focus, irrespective of the program that you are applying for, we focus not only on providing you with the corporate or with the industry relevant information, we also look at how you as future managers, once you pass out of the Goa Institute of Management, how would you be able to give back to the society? So that is another very important thing that GIM look at. So we look at the holistic development of whatever candidates come our way.
Lovely.
So those are the things from my end, Nisha.
That's really amazing. I think ma'am has given us a roadway map to what we need to keep in mind while we are preparing for interviews, and what we need to, take care of while we are answering as well. So thank you so much, Achal ma'am, for sharing your insights with us.
Thank you so much, Anisha.
It was a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you so much, and all the very best.